Shrouded in secrecy, they're Australia's elite fighting force.
Victor Alpha, we believe one possible KIA.
Deployed across the globe in the most hostile environments. Now the work of the secretive Special Air Services Regiment in Afghanistan will be laid bare.
This will be difficult and hard news for Australians.
The long-awaited report from the ADF Inspector General into alleged war crimes is set to be released by the Chief of Defence.
This requires us to deal with honest and brutal truths.
Those truths dating back decades.
Another plane just hit.
Australia's longest war began in November 2001, alongside the United States-led coalition established to eliminate the Taliban from power and defeat al-Qaeda. The campaign costly, 41 Australian soldiers killed, more than 250 seriously wounded, and many more scarred mentally. Of the more than 26,000 Australian soldiers deployed to Afghanistan, the vast majority served honourably, with commendations, medals and 4 Victoria Crosses bestowed upon the best. But for some, those medals are now at real risk of being stripped, with the report ready to reveal allegations of murder and misconduct. The inquiry began in 2016 when the then Chief of Army, Angus Campbell, tasked the Inspector General to examine, quote, rumours of possible breaches of the laws of armed conflict by members of the Australian Defence Force in Afghanistan. In 2017, it issued a public call for anyone with information to come forward, including placing notices in local Afghani newspapers. New South Wales Supreme Court Judge and Army Reserve Officer Paul Brereton was selected to lead the probe. He's viewed by many in defence circles as a forensic and meticulous operator. During the 4-year investigation, Major General Brereton examined over 338 witnesses in Australia and abroad. The last public update from the IG-ADF, tabled in Parliament in February, revealed the inquiry had identified more than 55 separate incidents covering a range of alleged breaches, predominantly unlawful killings of non-combatants and the, quote, cruel treatment of prisoners. It stressed the focus was not on decisions made in the heat of battle. The Brereton inquiry had sweeping powers similar to a royal commission to compel witnesses to cooperate, but importantly, it was not a criminal investigation, and any confessions are unable to be used in potential prosecutions. With the report now sitting with the Chief of the Defence Force, the Prime Minister announcing the next steps, establishing a Special Investigators Office to determine whether charges will be laid.
The matters raised in the inquiry must be assessed, investigated, and where allegations are substantiated, prosecuted in court.
Any possible prosecutions, though, are likely more than a year away, as Australia's longest war is followed by this prolonged and often painful probe. Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.